Welcome to Ken Reviews. I'm Ken, Mr. I'm Gonna Watch It, so you don't have to. And this is a special review. Because we're doing a double whammy, because I did a back-to-back, watching a Rebel Moon Part 1 and a Rebel Moon Part 2.
For all that you love, show them no mercy!
When the peaceful settlement on the edge of the moon finds itself threatened by a tyrannical ruling force, a stranger living among its villagers becomes their best hope for survival. The film is set in a fictional galaxy ruled by the imperialistic Motherworld, whose military, the Imperium, threatens a farming colony on the moon of Velt. Kura, a former Imperium soldier, ventures on a quest to recruit warriors across the galaxy to make a stand against Imperium forces before they return to Velt. Sophia Boutella. Sophie. I like her. But at this point, it just feels like bad luck. Anything she seems to touch seems to die, and she's the lead as Cora here. I don't think she's a bad actress at all. Her agent just keeps getting her some really dull and meaty script. He's so bland here. It's almost soulless. Jimin Honsu plays Titus. He has this big plot build-up about being a former general, and he just renders to being another dull character. Between the whole two movies, the cast is not great. If I had to pick a good or okay performer, it would probably be Jimin Honsu. But yeah, let me just stop on the cast because there's no standouts. There's no one that shined. It's very meaty. It's bad. It's bad. Nothing against the actors themselves, but their performances here were bad. Or the script, the writing, whoever you want to blame, it was bad. Visually, it looks beautiful. It's got that Snyder signature where it has this little dark filter with specific color to make it stand out in that way. Special effects are okay in some parts and really, really bad at others. There's no balance. It looks like budget will just spread all over the place because there's no consistency with the special effects. There's some things that really caught my eye, like the weapons and the costumes. They were pretty well done and pretty good. You've probably gathered already. I didn't enjoy these movies, 1 or 2. Which one was better? None of them. Just don't do it. It was a huge struggle to get through either and both of them. The acting started well, but then it doesn't last long. Before you know it, everyone just is all over the place. It had some horrible pacing where it starts slow, starts to pick up speed, then slows down again, picks up, the pacing was just horrible. Rebel Moon introduces us to a whole load of characters with so much potential. But then due to the lack of development, we just don't care about them. We follow these same band of characters into the sequel, and we still don't care about them. Even the way she gathers this fellowship is atrocious. There's barely any motives. People just pack their bags and follow her. Just like that. The second movie does try to address this by giving us a lot of flashback scenes, trying to build the background of these characters. But again, it wasn't done very well because we just still don't care. I just think they took too long to try and do it, and by then they had lost us. We have these randomly inserted boss battles. There was this fight with some spider lady, which was just... it felt like she was just there to give this intro to this character so she had something to kill. It was weird. It just felt like, if you're going to invest so much prosthetics into this spider lady, I think she deserved a bit more. So, I don't know, man. Something just felt off. That whole scene was just dumb. And yeah, stop it. Just dead. Let me tell you what was getting to me though. They have these hefty, massive guns that they carry around shooting, but they barely do anything. There's literally no damage getting hit with these things. Gunfights felt so weak. It felt more like a laser tag tournament. It was bad. There's this plot about this ancient robot that used to serve the king, and now everyone treats him like rubbish. He gains his conscience back, or his confidence, or whatever you want to call it, runs off, and disappears for like 70% of the movie. And then we get random shots of him like he's supposed to be, this driving, dangerous robot. But when he eventually does come on scene in the second one, he does this little thing, does a little attack, and then again disappears again. And it's just weird. The whole gathering of these characters was so weird. And if you ever thought you've seen overkill with slow motion, you haven't. Come here to see the real overkill. Everything was a slow-mo scene. It was really grinding my gears. I did like Ed Skrein's character. He was very villainous, very menacing. He had this big build-up as the big bad, and he was so easily defeated twice. All in all, it's Zack's worst project. It was due to have 6 parts, and I'm hoping someone in the studio will come to their senses and be like, hey, Zack, chill. Let's take a break, go back to the drawing board, and see what we can do from there. You saw the reception to the first film, and somehow you still thought, let's go ahead with the second. Surely it can't all be about money. You gotta care about the craft at some point, no? 4 solid hours. Yes, that's right. I can see you all in the comments thanking me already. You are all welcome. I watched it, so you don't have to. Ignore this whole franchise. I'm praying that it doesn't get greenlit for part 3. Do you want to see this franchise carry on to 6 parts? Did Disney make the right decision rejecting this franchise? What's up with Zack Snyder? What's going on? Moving mad. If you're enjoying these videos, don't be a rebel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let's keep discussing.